Cape's leader, sports radio play-by-play. Go A's! Chatham on TRC, Cape Cod. Chatham A's baseball, sports radio play-by-play. Let's go A's! Wooden bats through the fog, playing under the lights. The stars of tomorrow shine tonight.
From Veterans Field in Chatham, Massachusetts, the Chatham A's return home. And tonight, on a gorgeous night for baseball, the 4th place East Division A's host the 5th place West Division Wareham Gatemen. It's the first meeting between Chatham and Wareham at Veterans Field in 2026. High above Diamond Side with Chase Abrams, I'm Jake Klein. Chase, last night, Chatham in a close one all the way through with the West Division's first-place team, the Bourne Braves, and it just fell apart late.
Yeah, the bullpen struggles apparent once again for the A's. Mikey Ragusa, Josh Swink, and Noah Allen combined to go 3 innings in relief of Oliver Pudvar, who went 5 scoreless to start the game. Then Ragusa, Swink, and Allen combined to allow 7 earned runs, 9 total runs. The Chatham bullpen ERA now sits at 6.32 this summer, which is the bottom in the Cape League.
The struggles for the Chatham bullpen continue. Meanwhile, the struggles for Wareham on the whole continue. The Gatemen dead last in the Cape League with just 5 wins on the season. And Chase, they are last in a whole bunch of categories, including batting average at just .217.
Yeah, the bullpen struggles exemplified for the A's. It's really struggles all over the board for Wareham. The question will be which struggles are more apparent in the matchup between the two teams tonight.
Chatham goes with Jack Gleason. A little bit of a bullpen game, a staff day for the A's. And it's a whole roster shakeup for Chatham, which has only one player in its lineup who was here on opening day. One of those who has stuck around for Chatham has been Cole Johnson. He's been here most of the season. He's Chatham's designated hitter tonight, and he catches up with Chase on Catch of the Day a little later on the Anglers Extra pregame show. Plus, I'll chat with Dennis Cook on the Manager's Show about what managing the roster has been like, all the ins and outs, all of that to come on the Anglers Extra pregame show next.
Sports Radio, play-by-play. Go A's! Chatham on TRC.
Chatham Bars Inn is Cape Cod's premier 4-diamond oceanfront resort. With 217 luxurious rooms, guests have access to numerous amenities, including a private beach, complimentary children's programs, 4 award-winning restaurants, a new world-class spa, an outdoor pool, and tennis courts. Year after year, Chatham Bars Inn is recognized as one of the top resorts in the world. Chatham Bars Inn and Cape Cod Baseball. Summer fun for the whole family.
Welcome back on the Anglers Extra pregame show. Getting ready for game 21, first game of the second half, and Chatham hosts the Wareham Gatemen for the first time in 2026. It's time for the Manager's Show with the Chatham manager, Dennis Cook. I'm Jake Klein. Dennis, we have reached the halfway point of the Cape Cod Baseball League season. How would you evaluate the first half?
I think we started out slow and got better as the season went on.
What has the last couple of nights looked like from your vantage point?
Well, I can tell you about last night. Last night was not good from the bullpen standpoint. Starting pitcher was outstanding. Bullpen, not so much so. Not very competitive coming out of the bullpen. Josh Swink did a good job. The other two guys, not so much. Hitting-wise, just not getting that hit with guys in scoring position, not taking advantage of offensive counts. So we talked about it after the game last night, and hopefully we'll be better tonight.
How can your offense better capitalize on runner in scoring position chances?
Make it a priority. Cut down your swing, play situational baseball. You got a guy on second and third. Infield's back, hit a ground ball to the second baseman. We score a run, the guy moves up to third base. Then we had a sac fly. We scored 2 runs out of that. We hadn't been doing any of that. So I just want him to be more situational, more understanding of the situation, and figure out a way to drive in runs.
As someone who came out of the bullpen for a lot of years at the highest level, what was the mentality? What is the mentality you want to instill in your team when somebody comes in protecting a 1-run lead like that?
Aggressive. Almost out of control aggressiveness. Being a hammer and not a nail, working on top, attacking the strike zone, challenging, getting after people. And I didn't feel like that was the case last night with our last 2 guys.
You brought in Junior Lewacki. He made his first appearance last night, hit a couple of balls hard. What did you see in his first game?
He's a big, strong kid. I think he's going to help us a lot. Great kid. So I'm excited to see him hit. Every time he comes to the plate, he's fun to watch.
I saw him put a couple out in batting practice today, but I know he's also got some experience on the mound. How do you plan to use him throughout the summer?
Jay and I will talk. We'll figure it out. He's just coming off Tommy John, so we're going to be very careful with him. We'll talk to George and see what they want us to do with him.
You've also got Jamie Paul Meese in the lineup out of East Tennessee State, transferring over to Kansas. He's in center field again today. Why do you like him in that spot?
Well, right now we're pretty short in the roster, so he's going to have to get in there and play and hit. We got some help on the way. We got a kid coming in tonight, an infielder, and we got another outfielder coming on Saturday. So their tryout period is going to be very short, and they need to impress so they can stay in the lineup. And if not, then we'll bring other guys in and see what they can do. But I like him because he's a line drive type hitter. He's an older kid, so he's mature. He's had a lot of at-bats. Hadn't had many at-bats, live at-bats in the last month or so. So it's a little bit of an adjustment period. But he's going to have to adjust fast.
I know you told me a week or so ago that your kind of outfield plan was to have Bino Waters, Ty Peoples, and Cole Johnson out there almost every day. Tonight you've only got one of the 3 out there. How has this roster had to kind of shuffle around in the last couple of days?
We've really had to shuffle. Like I told you yesterday, we had a kid coming in that would have covered a couple different positions that fell through. Then we had to scramble. So we're a little bit short right now, but we'll be caught up by Saturday. And we'll have a full slate of position players and give us lots of options.
You've got Ty Peoples at second base today, had Armani Guzman there the day before because you've had to move Rob Rispoli over to shortstop. What are your conversations like when you're asking somebody to play a position they're maybe a little bit less familiar with?
Be a baseball player. The conversation is really not a conversation. It's a one-way conversation. The coach dictates where the players play. So just go be a baseball player. I'm not asking you to be a Gold Glove Award winner, no matter who it is. And the kids have been great. They don't complain. You're in the lineup. You get a chance to play baseball. You get a chance to impress the scouts. So go impress them.
I know you've juggled some stuff around on the coaching staff as well because Brett Doe has left to become the associate head coach at Abilene Christian. What did Brett's time here in Chatham mean?
Doe is an awesome man. He's a good baseball guy, but even on top of that, he's a better human being, a better family man. So it was a great having him for the time we had him. Super happy for him and his family. Proud of him, and I wish him nothing but the best.
Turning our attention to tonight's game, Chatham against Wareham here on the Manager's Show. Jake Klein alongside Dennis Cook. You've got Jack Gleason out there again, second time against Wareham. He gave you 3 clean innings last time. What are you hoping to get out of Jack tonight?
Just 3, 4, 5 innings, somewhere in there. Pitch count is going to determine that. And then guys coming in the bullpen and throwing strikes, and hopefully we got a lead and they can hold it.
I know Jack's not a guy who's fully stretched out yet as a starter. What does the plan look like after Jack leaves the game?
Probably Terry Hayes will be the first guy in, and we'll stretch him, and then we'll see where we're at.
I know Terry came out of the bullpen once in the 3rd of July game there against Orleans. What did you see in his first outing?
He hadn't seen live hitters in a while. I think he's going to be even better tonight. I thought he was good the other night. Just needs to get on the mound more.
I know we've talked about what the adjustment is for hitters who haven't seen live pitching in a while. What is it the other way around? How is it different pitching when you haven't faced live hitters in a while? I
think it's a bigger adjustment for hitters than pitchers. I don't think it's that big a deal for pitchers because we shouldn't even see hitters. All we should see is the glove. We should just be playing catch with the mitt. So if there's a hitter in there, so be it. If there's not a hitter, we're still hitting the glove. We're target practicing with the mitt. So I think it's a much bigger deal for hitters than pitchers.
There's Dennis Cook on the Manager Show. A's and Gatemen coming up at Veterans Field. Dennis, as always, thank you for the time.
Thanks, Jake.
Back to Chase Abrams as the Anglers Extra pregame show rolls on.
Jake, bullpen struggles apparent for Chatham so far, but a bullpen game upcoming. Dennis says he's liked what he's seen from Jack Gleason so far. It looks like Terry Hayes will be the first pitcher out of the bullpen for the A's tonight.
And the ERA doesn't exactly look pretty for Terry Hayes, but I agree with Dennis Cook. The ball kind of jumped out of his hand in his first outing against Orleans. I have to see how he fares tonight.
A guy that Dennis has mentioned he wants to stretch out to more of a starter role, so look for his relief outing tonight to go multiple innings. That was the Manager Show. We've got Catch of the Day coming up. Cole Johnson I talked to on the other side on the Anglers Extra pregame show.
Anglers Extra. Chatham on TRC. Cape Cod.
Sweet Tomatoes Pizza, located right around the corner from Veterans Field at 790 Main Street in Chatham. Pick up a pie on your way to the game or grab a calzone before first pitch. The dough for their specialty pizza is rolled right before your eyes. Eat in or take out, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and sometimes later. Call 508-348-0200. See their full menu online at sweettomatoescapecod.com. Sweet Tomatoes, a Chatham pregame tradition.
Welcome back to the Anglers Extra pregame show. It's game 21 upcoming. Chatham hosts Wareham at 7 p.m. But first, it's time for Catch of the Day. Alongside Chatham outfielder Cole Johnson, I'm Chase Abrams. Cole, you were a bit of a late arrival to this Chatham team, but how are you liking the town so far?
It's awesome. There's a lot of people in town, especially after the fourth. The parade was awesome. Everybody showed their support. It's pretty neat. It's cool when it gets packed out about the third inning out here, too. It's pretty neat.
Did you have a favorite memory from that parade?
From the parade? Trying to think. When we went through the main part of the downtown area, it got pretty crowded. That was pretty neat because we were able to pass out all of our sunglasses and everything to all the little kids out there.
What's been your favorite part of Chatham so far?
Favorite part of Chatham? There's been a lot of really cool restaurants.
Anything specifically?
Carmine's Pizza was pretty good. TK's Sports Bar has been really good. I've been there a couple times with my family. A lot of soccer games there. It's been a cool environment.
What were your orders there?
Pizza, and then wings at the TK place, Buffalo Wings.
How did you end up as a member of the Chatham A's?
Oh, we were in a scrimmage in the fall at Georgia, and my coach was like, "Hey, you want to go play in the Cape this year?" I was like, "Absolutely." He's like, "Great, you're going to Chatham." I was like, "All right, good with me."
Dennis said from pretty much the first day that you were here that he wanted you as one of his three outfielders, or at least that he wanted you in the lineup. What does it mean for you hearing your coach say that, not really having to worry about that?
Yeah, it means a lot. It means I can just do my own thing, and I don't have to try and stress about trying to make a lineup. I can just go out, and if I'm working on something or trying to work through something, I can know that I'm going to be there the next day. So it's easy to do my own process.
You were drafted out of high school in the 18th round by the Baltimore Orioles. What made you want to go to Georgia instead?
First, I wanted to get a college degree. That was important to me. And I wanted to play for the University of Georgia. I've been a lifelong Georgia fan my entire life. And they've developed a lot of guys over there. So I knew that I was going to be into a spot where I was going to have a chance to increase the type of player that I am.
What was your biggest development from your freshman season with the Bulldogs?
Freshman season, I would say being able to hit collegiate off speed. Being able to not just – because I've always been able to hit a fastball, I feel like. It was a learning curve in the fall, being able to hit different types of pitches. Because you go from high school, they might have one or two off speeds, but everybody in college has four legitimate off speeds. They can throw for strikes. So that was the biggest change for me, was being able to see all the different pitches.
What adjustments were you making to be able to hit off-speed pitches better?
I had to tighten my swing up a little bit, tighten my stride up. That way I could flow to the different pitches. Help me be on time for everything.
Talked about the offense, now on to the defense. You were part of a pretty viral moment with Georgia this past year, a home run robbery to clinch a series win over Tennessee. What was it like watching that clip back?
Oh, it was awesome. None of us knew that he'd spiked the bat and their whole dugout had come out of the dugout. But looking back on it and seeing it once we got into the locker room was pretty awesome. It was a tense series and first SEC series. It was super chippy, back and forth. That was my first SEC series too, so I was excited to get out there. And because I was a lifelong Georgia fan, I've always had a strong dislike for Tennessee, whether it was football or baseball. So it's pretty neat that it was against them.
Walk me through that home run robbery from your point of view.
Well, 2 batters before, there was a home run hit to me that I got pretty close to robbing, and I was pretty frustrated because I just struck out the inning before. I was like, we're going to win this game. I really want to contribute to us winning the series. And then the ball went up, and then the first thing that came to my head was like, I got to bring this ball in. I'm not letting it go over because we win if I catch it.
Well, catching up with Cole Johnson on Catch of the Day ahead of Game 21. Cole played primarily left field at Georgia, moved to center field for a couple games here in Chatham. What's the move been like?
It's been good. I've been a center fielder my entire life, played it, so that's my natural spot. Feel comfortable out there.
What are you hoping to accomplish here in Chatham before you head back to Georgia?
Trying to get some more experience, trying to get some more bats under my belt, and keep getting more and more comfortable.
Cole, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Back to Jake Klein as the Anglers Extra pregame show continues.
All right, Chase. Chatham and Wareham coming up in just a couple of moments. National anthem, first pitch, the whole shebang on the other side. Don't go anywhere.
Anglers Extra. Chatham on TRC. Cape Cod.
Year after year, Cape Cod League Baseball and Chatham Bars Inn have been synonymous with summer on Cape Cod. The inn has offered clam bakes, beachside barbecues, and oceanfront dining since 1914. The new Beach House restaurant at Chatham Bars Inn is open daily for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Visit Chatham Bars Inn at www.chathambarsin.com. Chatham Bars Inn and Cape Cod Baseball. Summer fun for the whole family.
Chatham A's baseball is on the air right now.
Swings and hits one to left center field. Back goes McFadden. He will not get there. It's a home run. A grand slam for Todd Frazier.
Chugging into second base with an RBI double is Evan Longoria. He is 4 for 4.
Hit on the ground, left side. Will it get through? Off Crawford and into center field. Federovic scores and Chatham wins it in 11. The game-winning hit from Seager. It's a 5-4 Chatham winner.
And now, with your play-by-play, Chase Abrams and Jake Klein.
Getting ready for the A's and Gatemen from Veterans Field. Time for the national anthem. For that, we send it over to Veterans Field public address announcer, the paragon of pronunciation, Peter Burns.
Please rise for tonight's national anthem. Singing the national anthem this evening is a trio of Chatham residents, Mr. Gene Sink, Mr. Ivor McFarland, and Mr. Bill Hamilton. They are representative of the finest citizens of these United States of America on our 250th anniversary as a free and independent nation. 2 of them are U.S. Navy veterans, and the third is a career secondary school teacher and veteran hockey player. Please join us in welcoming them to sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home
Let's hear it for Mr. Gene Sink, Mr. Ivor McFarland, and Mr. Bill Hamilton.
There it is, the national anthem at Veterans Field. Chatham and Wareham just moments away, and Chase Abrams has your starting lineups, brought to you, as always, by Chatham Clothing Bar. Chase?
Sure do, Jake. First up for the visiting Wareham Gatemen, 5-15, 5th place in the West Division under 4th-year manager Ryan Smythe. R.J. Hamilton, the Duke second baseman, leads things off with Levi Clark, the Tennessee first baseman, batting second. Tony Lira, third baseman from Arizona, hits third. Jason Wax, the Tulane center fielder, headed to LSU after this summer, cleans up. Cohen Nikolai, the Arizona State catcher, hits 5th, with Stetson right fielder Foster Apple hitting 6th. 7-8-9 reads like this. Georgia Tech DH Drew Rogers in the 7th spot. Shortstop Henry DiGiorgio from Northeastern hits 8th. And then Carter Groen, the Pittsburgh-bound left fielder, bats 9th. Now for the home Chatham A's under second-year manager Dennis Cook, 9-9-2, 4th place in the East Division. Rob Rispoli, the UConn shortstop, leads off once again with Bino Waters, the Notre Dame left fielder, headed to LSU after this summer, batting second. Georgia first baseman Junior Lowacki hits 3rd. Ty Peoples, the Florida State second baseman, hits cleanup. Harlan Hovatter, Mississippi State-bound first baseman, hits 5th, with Jamie Palmise batting 6th and playing center. He goes to Kansas after this summer. Cole Johnson, the DH from Georgia, hits 7th. Ray Barrett, the Southern Miss third baseman, bats 8th. And Caden Dosa, the Yale right fielder, bats 9th. That's your lineups presented by Chatham Clothing Bar. Jake Klein has your pitching matchup presented, as always, by Red Nun Bar and Grill.
All right, Chase. First for Chatham, 6'1", 200-pound right-hander Jack Gleason, a redshirt sophomore to be at Mississippi State. He makes his 4th appearance of the summer and his second start, second against Wareham. 6 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, no runs allowed. He struck out 5 and walked 3. He opposes Peyton Lee, a 6'5", 205-pound righty who will be a sophomore at Arkansas for Wareham. He makes his 5th appearance and his 4th start of the summer. In 12 innings, he's got a 5.25 ERA, 6 strikeouts to 13 walks. So command has been the primary issue for the right-hander Peyton Lee. Gleason against Lee, righty against righty. That's your pitching matchup, brought to you, as always, by the Red Nun Bar and Grill. Chatham has taken the field in their home white uniforms. Royal blue caps, royal blue bills with the red fishhook A logo emblazoned on the front. White jerseys with anglers scrawled across the chest in navy blue outlined in red. Red numbers on the front, lower left portion of the jersey, blue numbers on the back, and white pants. Wareham has its cranberry red jerseys on. Navy blue hats with the cranberry red bill, red W on the front. Red jerseys with Wareham arched across the chest in navy blue. White numbers on the front, blue on the back, and the gray pants for the Gatemen. Gleason takes the mound, makes his first home start for Chatham, and he faces the right-handed hitting R.J. Hamilton, who leads it off for Wareham. Chatham has its corner infielders even with the bag. As Gleason comes ready, first pitch is a fastball high, 1-0 on Hamilton. 7:03 p.m. first pitch, 73 degrees on a great night for baseball in Chatham. Time and temperature brought to you by the Chatham Athletic Association. Gleason's 1-0 pitch popped up on the infield left side. The third baseman Dre Barrett trots over on the infield grass. He makes the catch for the first out. 1 up, 1 down on 2 pitches for Jack Gleason, and as Levi Clark comes to the plate, get you the umpires, brought to you as always by Chatham Payton Hardware. Brian DiDomenico calls the balls and strikes. Mickey Garcia works the right side. Tony Letizio on the left side. Your umpires, brought to you by Chatham Paint and Hardware. Right on right matchup, Tennessee's Levi Clark at the plate. Infielders back up. Gleason deals, swing and a miss. 0-1. Defensive alignment for the A's, brought to you by Short and Sweet Ice Cream. Bino Waters plays left, Jamie Palmise in center, and Caden Dosa in right. Dre Barrett and Rob Rispoli on the left side of the infield. Ty Peoples, Junior Lowacki on the right. Harlan Hovatter catches. Pitch roped into right center field. Palmise sprints over into the gap. He can't get it. It hops up against the fence in right center. And Clark steams into second with a 1-out double. First hit of the game for either side.
Third baseman from the University of Arizona, for 23, Tony Lira.
So Hamilton pops up, and then Clark lines a double into right center. Paul Misu's got great speed in center, gave it a valiant effort, but just could not get there on time. Ball went just over his head in the right center field gap and to the fence, so Wareham has a runner in scoring position with one out, scoreless in the top of the first. Right-handed hitting Tony Lira steps up against Gleason. From the stretch on the first base side of the rubber, the right-hander comes home. Down and away, picked by Hovatter, 1-0. Gleason makes his second start on what figures to be a staff day for Chatham. Dennis Cook told us pregame that he's got a whole host of pitchers to come. Here's the 1-0. Popped foul. Out of play. Behind home plate offset toward the first base side, toward the Little League field. Adjacent to Veterans Field, behind the Wareham dugout.
Whole host of pitchers coming for Chatham. It sounds like an infielder and an outfielder arriving shortly for the A's as well.
Should be Terry Hayes Jr., the righty from Ole Miss, first out of the Chatham pen after Gleason is done. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 91-mile-an-hour fastball up in the zone, and the righty Lira swung through it. Gleason offers a 4-pitch mix, a fastball, a slider, a curveball, and a changeup. Throws the fastball about 3/4 of the time. 1-2 to Lira. High. Tried the fastball again. Lira lays off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. After Lira, it'll be the left-handed hitting center fielder, Jason Wax. Wareham has a runner on second with 1 out. Top of the first. 2-2 pitch to Lira. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball in the dirt. Hovatter picks it and slaps the tag on him. First strikeout for Jack Gleason. He gets Tony Lira on a 2-2 breaking ball, and there are 2 away. Now it's up to Wax. Left-handed hitting center fielder for the Gatemen. Comes in a .211 hitter. Transfers from Tulane to LSU for next season. Righty Gleason comes set. Looks back at the runner at second. He delivers. Fastball hit hard on the ground. Picked at first by Milwaukee on 1 hop. He takes it to the bag himself and puts out Wax. A hot shot off of Wax's bat, but Milwaukee at first positioned perfectly to grab it on 1 hop by his left side for the 3 unassisted putout, and Jack Gleason hangs a 0 in the first. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Half an inning in the books at Veterans Field. It's Wareham nothing, and Chatham coming to bat. A's trying to snap a 2-game losing skid, and they'll try to do it against Peyton Lee, the Wareham starter, and the Gatemen 5-15 on the summer. Who will take the season series lead in this matchup? Don't go anywhere. It's the Cape Cod Baseball Network.
Sports Radio, play-by-play. Go A's! Chatham on TRC.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply, both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
You
first at Veterans Field. It's Wareham nothing, and Chatham coming to bat against the Gatemen righty Peyton Lee. Rob Rispoli leads it off for the A's. Right on right matchup to begin the bottom of the first. Lee's first pitch, high, 1-0. Rispoli has been among Chatham's best, occupying that leadoff spot. 277 hitter on the summer, 13 of 47. 1-0 pitch, outside, 2-0. No hits for Rob yesterday, did reach base on a hit by pitch. In fact, he's going on a couple of games now since his last hit, a double against Orleans on the third. Pitch outside, tips off the catcher's mitt and goes to the backstop. 3-0 on Rispoli. So that second inning double on July 3rd was Rispoli's last hit. But since that point, he has reached base 8 times in 4 games without a hit. 3-0, down and away, a 4-pitch walk. That was the book on Lee. He entered with 13 walks to just 6 strikeouts, and he walks Rispoli on 4 pitches to start the game. Rob's aboard again, and Chatham has the leadoff base runner in the bottom of the first. Brings up the left-handed hitting Bino Waters. Then a mainstay in the 2-hole in Dennis Cook's order. Coming off a 1 of 3 last night, reached base twice on a single and a walk. The loss to Bourne. Lee delivers. Called a strike, top of the zone. 0-1. Wareham's middle infielders, Henry DeGiorgio and R.J. Hamilton, pinch toward the bag at second in search of a double play. Pick to first, safe. Rispoli dives back, no tag applied by Levi Clark. Still 0-1 on Waters as Lee comes set. Looks in. Kicks the left leg and deals. Tapped on the ground right side past the dive of Lee into right field, a base hit. Rispoli chugs around second, heads for third. The throw there, cut off. Bino Waters slaps a single into right, and Chatham has runners on the corners right off the bat. 6 pitches into this bottom of the first. A walk and then a single. Rispoli to third, Waters on first, and now the big right-handed hitting Junior Lowacki steps in. Wareham defense plays him slightly to pull. Right-hander Lee comes set. Here's the first pitch. Swung on in line, foul to the backstop. 0-1.
The A's scattered the hits and the base runners so much yesterday, to the point where they had back-to-back base runners just 3 times all of yesterday's contest. Already for the first time today, a walk from Rispoli, the base hit from Waters.
Lowacki in his second game for Chatham at the plate. He went 1 of 4 yesterday. Hit 2 balls real hard. 0-1 to him. Dribbled left side, fielded at third by Lira, throws to second for 1, on to first, not in time. Lowacki beats it out. Rispoli stays put at third on a ball hit right in front of him to the third baseman Lira. He had nowhere to go. And so Wareham gets its first out 5-4, but can't complete the double play. So still runners on the corners now, 1 out, although Wareham has subbed the speed of Waters for Lowacki at first.
Yes, I mean, it was a slow chopper down the third base line, and Wareham still made it close at first base. Lowacki does not run well.
So on the corners with 1 out for the cleanup hitter, Ty Peoples. Lefty hitter. First pitch. Swung on and grounded right side. Hamilton fields at second. Throw to second for 1. Relay to first. Not in time. Peoples beats it out and a run comes in to score. Rispoli comes across with the first run of the game, and Chatham strikes first. 1-0 A's in the first.
The catcher from Mississippi State, number 8, Harlan O'Banner.
Another softly hit ball to the right side. Hamilton charged, just didn't have the juice to turn 2, and Peoples just beat the throw. Brings up Harlan Hovatter, left-handed hitter. Now just a runner on first and 2 out. Chatham ahead 1-0 in the first. Right-hander Lee readies. First pitch to Hovatter. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Wareham defensive alignment brought to you by Short and Sweet Ice Cream. Carter Groen in left field, Jason Wax in center. Foster Apple plays right. Heard from Tony Lira at short, Henry at third, Henry DeGiorgio at short. R.J. Hamilton second, Levi Clark at first. Cohen Nicolai does the catching. 0-1, jolted into deep left center field. Wax goes back near the fence. He pulls up and he makes the catch just shy of the warning track in left center for the final out. Hovatter gave it a ride, but he flies out to center. Chatham, however, does get a run on the ground ball by Ty Peoples. Brings home Rob Rispoli, and the A's get one run on one hit, no errors, and one man left. Chatham 1, Wareham nothing after one inning of play. The A's strike first at Veterans Field on the Cape Cod Baseball Network.
Chatham on TRC, Cape Cod.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
Try it, then buy it. Rent a new cat for up to 90 days. Then apply 100% of the rental cost to the purchase and save. The Milton Cat Rent to Purchase offer. Try it, then buy it. Go to miltoncat.com/RPO.
Hi, this is Robert Spoley from University of Connecticut. You're listening to the Chatham A's Baseball with Chase Abrams and Jake Klein on the Cape Cod Baseball Network.
Rob Rispoli scores the game's first run in the bottom of the first, and Chatham takes a 1-0 lead into the second at Veterans Field. Alongside Chase Abrams, I'm Jake Klein. Right-hander Jack Gleason comes back out for the A's. Worked around a one-out double by Levi Clark in the first. Got through it scoreless. He's up to 7 scoreless innings on the season now for Chatham. And in this top of the second, he faces Cohen Nicolai, Foster Apple, and Drew Rogers. 5, 6, and 7 in the Wareham order. Nicolai, the right-handed hitter, steps in to lead off. First pitch, just inside, 1-0. Nicolai, one of 10 Cape League hitters, tied second in the league with 3 home runs. Pitch to him. Breaking ball called a strike. 1-1. One of those was a walk-off grand slam earlier this summer that beat the Falmouth Commodores for one of the 5 Gatemen win in the first half. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Just down and away. Nicolai checks his swing. 2-1. A's defense straight up. It's the righty. Gleason comes set from the stretch. Nobody on. 2-1. Just upstairs. Goes to 3-1. 84-mile-an-hour breaking ball that time from Gleason. Walked 3 in his first 7 innings on the mound this summer for the A's. 3-1 pitch. Drilled into deep left field. Waters goes back, now into the gap with the center fielder Paul Meese. Neither of them can catch it. It drops between them. Nicolai goes for second to throw in late. Waters and Paul Meese converged in left center field. Waters ran after it almost casually, and then they got there, and it was like neither knew which one would jut in front and make the catch. It landed right between them.
Second game that they've played together. Yesterday, Waters made another error in the field. That one didn't really have to do with the center fielder, Paul Meese, as he lost it in the lights last night. This time, just a communication issue, and what should have been the first out now has Nicolai standing on second base.
On second with nobody out. First pitch to Apple, popped up on a bunt attempt. It lands foul wide of third. Third baseman Barrett came sprinting in. but couldn't get there in time. Foul ball good for strike one. 0-1 on Apple. So Klein gets a double. Second hit of the game for Wareham. Gatemen again have a runner in scoring position with less than 2 outs. Can they get him in this time? Right-hander Gleason comes set. His 0-1 pitch to Apple. No square. He chops it on the ground, right side. Peoples fields near the bag at second. Throw to first in time for the first out, 4-3. But Klein moves up to third. So now the game tying run on third for Wareham as Drew Rogers comes up with 1 out. Sacrifice fly could even this thing up, and Chatham brings its infielders in. Rogers, the right-handed, hitting DH tonight for Wareham, a primary catcher. First pitch to him. Fastball called to strike, outer third, 0-1. Rogers hits .257 this summer. He does have a home run, his third career Cape League home run, after he hit 2 last summer, both against Chatham. 0-1 to him. Fastball just inside. Earned some groans from the Chatham faithful at Veterans Field. Count goes even at 1-1. Peoples at second base has his feet on the infield grass. Everybody else right near the lip. 1-1. Fastball, that one's a strike. Inside corner. 1-2. 91 miles an hour from Gleason. Regular depth for the A's outfield. Infield remains pulled in. Trying to cut down this game-tying run at the plate early in the game. It'll be a 1-2. Here it comes. Breaking ball caught on and missed, strike 3. Gleason takes that sacrifice fly out of the equation by striking out Rogers. Second strikeout of the night for the Chatham righty. And there are 2 away. The infield can back up now as Henry DeGiorgio comes up. Lefty hitting Wareham, shortstop from Northeastern. Klein takes his lead off of third with 2 out. First pitch, just inside, 1-0. DeGiorgio's off to a slow start with Wareham, just 188 in his first 10 games with the Gatemen. He's driven in 2. Chance for a third here. 1-0. Grounded left side. Rispoli dives in the hole at short. He's got no play. He holds onto it. DeGiorgio hits an RBI infield single. Klein comes in, and Wareham ties the game in the second, 1 apiece. Rispoli sprinted into the hole between third and short, went full extension to field it, but he had no shot of throwing out DeGiorgio out of the left-handed batter's box. And he didn't even make the throw. So the game tied at 1. Now a runner on first with 2 out. First pitch to Groen, outside. 1-0 on him. Carter Groen, one of the new additions for Wareham, playing in just his 3rd Cape League game. It's 3 of his first 7. Pick to first, safe. DeGiorgio dives back head first. Gleason's up to 25 pitches. Dennis Cook said before the game he hoped he could get between 3 and 5 innings out of the righty, depending on the pitch count. 1-0. Lined foul to the backstop, 1-1. Gleason made his first start of the summer on the 28th of June in Wareham. Went 3 innings, allowed only 2 base runners in those 3 innings. 1 hit, no walks, 3 strikeouts. The pitch, runner goes. It's a fastball, flied in the air, down the right field line. Dosa sprints over, into foul ground. He makes the backpedaling catch near the Wareham bullpen to end the inning. But not before the Gatemen tie the game on Henry DeGiorgio's infield single. And it's 1 apiece. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, and 1 man left on base after an inning and a half. It's Wareham 1 and Chatham 1 at Veterans Field. You're listening to it right here on the Cape Cod Baseball Network.
Chatham on TRC, Cape Cod.
Surprises, but Eastern Propane and Oil is always just a call away. With a local team member available 24/7, we're always ready to support you when you need it. With an Eastern Propane and Oil technician on the way, your family's comfort is our priority. Our local team, over 500 strong, ensures your home is comfortable and warm. Eastern Propane and Oil, a local team with 24/7 service and delivery, ensuring comfort when you need it most.
You were living downtown, driving all the old men crazy. The boys are back in town, boys are back in town. I said, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town. The boys are back in town, the boys are back in town, the boys are back in town, boys are back in
town. Milton Cat, proud to power the Cape all summer long. Time for the bottom of the second at Veterans Field. Wareham has tied the game 1-1 against Chatham, and the righty Peyton Lee comes out to face Jamie Palmise, right-handed hitter. First pitch to Palmise, swing and a miss, 0-1. Palmise is the 6-hole hitter for Chatham tonight, followed by Cole Johnson and Dre Barrett, righty-lefty, righty in the half inning for Chatham against the righty Lee. Pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. Palmise singled in his first Chatham at bat last night, came around to score the game's first run, then went 0 for 3 after that. 0-2 to him. Downstairs, tried the breaking ball a third time, missed in the dirt, 1-2. Palmise comes to Chatham from East Tennessee State, where he just finished his junior year. He'll transfer to Kansas for his senior season. 1-2 to him. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 4 straight breaking balls. Palmise swings through 3 of them. He's the first out in the bottom of the second. First strikeout for the Wareham righty Peyton Lee. So with nobody on and 1 away, brings up Cole Johnson. Left-handed hitter out of Georgia for his first at-bat of the night. Lee rocks and fires. Outside, 1-0. Johnson, then Dre Barrett, then Caden Dosa. Bottom of the Chatham order. 1-0. Popped foul. Left side out of play, 1-1. Johnson, a lefty hitter, but he's surrounded by righties. In fact, Chatham has 5 right-handers in the lineup tonight. Just 4 lefties. 1-1 pitch. Up and away. 2-1. That's a departure from the way the Chatham lineup has been built almost all summer so far, where it's been extremely lefty dominant. There have been a number of days where Rob Rispoli in the leadoff hole is Chatham's only righty hitter. 2-1. Up and away. 3-1. Couple of the additions to Chatham have been righty bats. Junior Lewacki, Jamie Palmise, Dre Barrett. 3-1 to Johnson. Fastball called a strike, bottom of the zone. Johnson started to toss his bat back toward the A's dugout. Brian DiDomenico, the whole plate umpire, calls strike 2 and the count goes full. Right-hander ready's on the mound. The windup and the payoff pitch to Johnson. Lined into left center, it drops, a base hit. Johnson has Chatham's second hit of the day. It's a 1-out single in the bottom of the second. And the A's have a speedy runner on for Dre Barrett. They have not tested the arm of Cohen Niclay behind the plate yet. But Johnson, a candidate to do that. Barrett digs into the right side. Johnson's 2 for 2 stealing bases for a Chatham team that's third in the league in that category. Takes his lead with 1 away. Right on right, first pitch to Barrett. Lined foul to the backstop. Behind home plate, offset toward the first base side. 0-1 Andre Barrett. Barrett out of Southern Miss, 273 hitter in his first 4 games. Here's the 0-1 to him. Ducks outside. Ball and a strike. Next pitch will be the 25th from the right-hander Peyton Lee. Wareham, like Chatham, has at least its next pitcher out of the pen already figured out. Pitch to Barrett, down and away. 2 balls and 1 strike on the righty. After Peyton Lee, it'll be Mark Brissy for Wareham, right-hander from Arkansas. 2-1 to Barrett. Upstairs, 3-1. And Lee in danger of another walk. He walked Rispoli to start the bottom of the first, and Rispoli came around to score. In a 3-1 count against the right-handed hitting Barrett with a runner on first and 1 out. Lee readies. He deals. Fastball outside, ball 4. Barrett works a 5-pitch walk. Johnson jogs up to second. 2 on with 1 out now for Chatham as the 9-hole hitter Caden Dosa comes up. Lee takes a moment for himself behind the mound. Wareham catcher Cohen Niclay comes out, barks out orders to the Gatemen defense as Lee comes up the back of the hill and Dosa steps into the righty box. Dosa back in the lineup tonight, first time in a couple days. Right on right matchup. Lee readies. First pitch to Dosa. Breaking ball, called a strike. It tips off the catcher's mitt and goes to the backstop. Johnson goes to third and Barrett up to second on the passed ball by the catcher Cohen Niclay. It looks like Niclay and Lee may have been crossed up. Lee threw a breaking ball for a strike, a called strike, and Niclay just missed it. Allows Johnson to go to third, Barrett to go to second, 2 in scoring position with 1 out, and now Wareham brings the infield in. Oh and 1 on Dosa, Chatham's 9-hole hitter at the plate. Lee goes into the windup, the 0-1. Breaking ball popped foul behind home plate, 0-2. Dosa struggled at the plate, just a 125 hitter in 15 games. Still in search of his first RBI with Chatham. He's got a golden chance for it with 2 in scoring position and 1 out. 1-1 game in the bottom of the second. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning and the night for Peyton Lee. Dosa goes down on 3 pitches. And now Rob Rispoli will be charged with getting the runs in for the A's. First base open, but Bino Waters looming on deck as Rispoli digs in. Again out of the windup. Lee delivers the first pitch. Chopped foul behind home plate off the right leg of the Wareham catcher Cohen Niclay. Rispoli in an 0-1 hole. Walked on 4 pitches and scored his first time up. Came home on the run-scoring ground out by Ty Peoples. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball just inside. Lee rolls his head. Brian DiDomenico rules ball 1. Count goes even, 1-1 on Rispoli. Johnson off of third, Barrett off of second, 2 out. The 1-1, down and away. 2 balls and a strike on Rispoli. Wareham backs the infield up ahead of the at-bat. Now the first baseman, Clark, backs up even further. About 20 feet off the first base line. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. 96 on the radar gun on the left center field scoreboard. And the count goes even 2-2 on Rispoli.
Gotta wonder how many times Rob Rispoli has seen 96 in his life.
2 in scoring position with 2 out. Can Chatham capitalize? Here's the 2-2 pitch. Down and away, count goes full. Dennis Cook talked before the game with us. He said it has to be a priority, driving in runners who are in scoring position. That was one of his points of emphasis after last night's loss in Bourne. Now a 3-2. Upstairs, ball 4. Rispoli walks for the second time in as many innings, and now the bases are loaded for Chatham with Bino Waters coming to the plate. And now, before the at-bat with Waters, Eric Luxus, the Wareham pitching coach, goes out to the mound. He gathers the entire Gatemen infield before the at-bat from Waters. Waters singled his first time up. Chatham left 8 runners on base last night, including 4 runners on third in the 9-2 loss to Bourne. 16 walks for Rob Rispoli entering the night. He's got 2 tonight. And now bases are loaded for Waters as the umpire Brian DiDomenico goes out to the mound to break up the Wareham mound visit.
This is probably the exact guy you want up if you're Dennis Cook and the Chatham A's. Bino Waters with the bases loaded, a chance to break this game open early.
Waters hit a ground ball single between first and second his first time up. That's with the bases loaded and 2 out. First pitch, downstairs, 1-0. Lee, the Wareham righty, up to 37 pitches now as he winds up and delivers the 1-0 to Waters. Down and in. Bino into the driver's seat. 2 balls, no strikes. Single by Waters in the first brought his average to .311, a team high. 2-0 to him. Called a strike. Waters looks back at the home plate umpire Brian DiDomenico after a pitch he thought was up and in. It's called strike 1. 2-1 count now. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and lined into center. Wax comes in. It falls in front of him, a base hit. Johnson comes in. Barrett coming home. Throw to the plate. Botched by the catcher, Wax. A run comes in to score. It's a 2-run single for Waters. And Chatham takes the lead. 3-1 A's in the second.
Number 13, Junior Milwaukee.
Bino Waters just keeps on delivering. His second hit of the game gives Chatham a 2-run lead. And now Junior Milwaukee comes up. First and second, 2 out. First pitch. Downstairs, 1-0. That brings the average for Waters to .323 on the summer. And his OPS now up to .840. Second best on the team behind only Rob Rispoli. Those are the 2 on base for Chatham with 2 out. They're on first and second. Here's the 1-0. Up and in. Skips off the catcher's glove. Goes to the backstop and the runners advance. Rispoli goes to third, Waters up to second, and Chatham with a chance to tack on a couple more now if Milwaukee can send a hit to the outfield. Lee, the pitcher, grabs the rosin bag, steps back onto the mound ahead of a 2-0. He's fallen behind another A's hitter. The windup and the pitch. Breaking ball, a cue ball foul. First base side. Dies in the grass in front of the Gatemen dugout. Count goes to 2-1. So Rispoli has walked twice. Waters has singled twice. And the rest of the Chatham lineup has combined for 1 hit and 1 walk. Here's the 2-1 offering. Swing and a miss. Big swing by Milwaukee. On a pitch outside at 82 miles an hour. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes on him. Mark Brissy, set to be Wareham's next pitcher, has made the walk down to the Gatemen bullpen in right field. 2 in scoring position, 2 out. 2-2 on Milwaukee. The pitch, just grounded foul. Barely got a piece of it and sent it to the backstop. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. Milwaukee grounded out to third his first time up. Yesterday he struck out twice, singled and lined to center. Lee looks in for the sign, gets what he wants from the catcher Klein, and delivers 2-2. Fastball just off the outside corner.
The second baseman, R.J. Hamilton, started jogging back towards his dugout on the first base side, then stopped, put both hands on his knees, then he turned around and walked back to his spot.
Count goes full on Milwaukee. Lee nods. The payoff pitch. Popped foul. Behind home plate, out of play. And Milwaukee will see an 8th pitch of the at-bat. Chatham has worked the pitch count for Lee up to 47 pitches in the second inning. A's lead 3-1. Chance to tack on. Second and third, 2 out. Another 3-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3. Right at the bottom of the zone. Lee gets his 3rd strikeout. He strikes out the side in the second, but he also walks 2 and allows 2 hits, giving Chatham a 3-1 lead on the Bino Waters 2-run single. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 men left. It's 3-1 Chatham over Wareham on the Cape Cod Baseball Network.
Chatham A's on the air.
Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Double fall time.
Dream it. If you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Coming in out of the rain, they hear the jazz go down. Competition in other places. But the horns, they blowing that sound. Way on down south.
Netting Pros Stadionic is the official netting and facility solutions partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. When it comes to netting and building iconic sports facilities, it's Netting Pros Stadionic making sports facilities iconic. Chatham has a newfound 3-1 lead as the third inning begins at Veterans Field. Top of the Wareham order to face the A's right-hander Jack Gleason. Through 2 innings, he's allowed 1 run. On the RBI infield single by Henry DeGiorgio in the second, Gleason's thrown 27 pitches.